you guys, and welcome back to another video by the one and the only Tesa Tiara. So, friend, I literally got 28 minutes to tell y'all how it all went down. Yeah, for real. So, yeah. I'm not even gonna get my light. I was gonna get my ring light. I'm not even gonna get my ring light because I want this to be like very like authentic. Like, I didn't even shut my closet door. I'm gonna shut it. But I want this to be like very authentic. I want this to be like you're on the phone with your friend, me, and I'm telling you some shit that happened. So yeah. Anyway though, I am going to be doing my makeup. I am getting ready to go to work. For those of you that are new here, this is your first time ever watching me. I am a stripper here in Atlanta, and I am getting ready to go to work. It is Saturday night, so send me money vibes. Now, let's moisturize our face. We're moisturizing our face with Corology. I don't even know why I'm telling y'all this, because this is not a tutorial. It's not even about makeup. I'm just doing my makeup while I tell y'all the tea. Okay, so clearly, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be telling you about this violent relationship that I was once in. So I have never told this story online, and I have another story that I'm going to tell y'all that's going to be similar to this. Not similar, but like the same topic, like domestic violence type of situation. But this is the one that I'm going to start with because this one happened before the last one. So I can't necessarily remember the exact statistics of domestic violence situations, but I think it's 1 in 3. It's either 1 in 3 for domestic violence or it's 1 in 3 in rape. It's one of those is 1 in 3. Don't quote me on which one it is, but I know it's one of them. So I dated this guy named Trigger. That was his nickname. Trigger was this dark-skinned guy. He was a dark-skinned guy with a nice smile. He was an ugly guy, but I was so into his ugly ass. You hear me? I was so into him. I was so into him. I really, really was. But yeah, so description. He was very tall. He was like 6'8". Like, that's how tall he was. The dude was like 6'8", 6'9". No exaggeration whatsoever. Tall as ever. And he was lanky. I love me a tall, lanky man, because that just means that tree trunk is long. That tree trunk is an elephant trunk. It's an elephant trunk, period. So, like I said, I was just crazy about him. He was more crazy about me than I was him. And I feel like as women, that's really how our relationship should go. If we have to choose one or the other, always choose a man that is crazier about you than you are him, because that's when you're going to get the best results. Men, when you like them a little more than they like you, girl, you start settling for all kind of nonsense. And we're not doing that. We're not settling. So, little backstory, y'all. This Negro ain't have no job, no nothing. But back then, at that point of my life, I was into like fixing men. Like, I was all about like what I call like wounded bird syndrome. I was all into fixing people, men especially. Like, if you were broken, I wanted to fix you. So y'all know this is a very, hold on. Okay. I had to focus. You know, when you're doing your lids, you gotta focus when you're doing the eyes. So, Negro ain't had no job, no nothing. But, you know, I was okay with it. I was making pretty good money. I was a dancer still. I was making pretty good money, and so at that point I was like, I don't need a man for his money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna date people, I'm genuinely dating you because I like you or whatever. You know, so like I said, I was into like building people. Me and him dated. We was dating for a while. Now that I'm older, not long enough for me to have let him move in, but I let him move in. You learn from your mistakes. That's first and foremost. I would never let somebody move in at this point. Anyway, that's another subject for another day. So I don't even know what shadow we finna use. Hey, hands in the air, sky's the limit. Hands in the air. We really don't even got time to do like a whole bunch of foo-foo stuff, so we're just gonna go with cappuccino. Why am I talking y'all about makeup? So it came to a point where me and my homegirl was in the kitchen and we was having a conversation, right? Now, he was supposed to be down in the trap because at this point he had got put on with this other dude that stayed down the street who had a trap. So the dude was letting him trap out his trap. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So he was, and which the trap was like a couple of houses down in the Bendo, west side. Okay, west side of Atlanta. Like the real west side of Atlanta, like in the Bluff. So he was down the street. This way he was supposed to have been in anyway. So me and my homegirl was just having a conversation. Me and Kitty. Y'all done heard about Kitty plenty of times before. So me and Kitty was having a conversation in the kitchen. And so the conversation was like, if I was to be dealing with somebody else, who would I be dealing with? And so I was honest, you know what I'm saying, with her. Like, it's my homegirl. I don't have a reason to lie to my homegirl. So I was like, we gonna call this dude Eric. So I was like, I be dealing with Eric. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eric was my homie. Like, Eric. Like, I would be talking to Eric, or I would be screwing on Eric. Why in the world was this Negro sneaking around the freaking house and he was outside? Because our kitchen window was open. It was summertime. We didn't have no AC in this house. Like, no central AC. You had like the window AC, but you didn't have like central AC. So, yeah, I feel like this video is going to be so grimy because you can't. Let me just zoom in. That way you just, no matter who you are. Okay, that's a little better. So you know, yeah, me and her having a little girl chat. He's outside like a freaking crazy person, eavesdropping on our conversation. So I was cooking dinner or whatever, and so I was like, after everything was said and done with me and her little conversation, didn't think nothing about it or whatever. I had walked him down a plate to the trap. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, my man out here working, he out here trapping or whatever like that. He hungry, so let's take him a plate or whatever. So anytime I would cook dinner, breakfast, whatever, if he was in the trap and I needed to take him some food, he didn't even have to ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was being a good woman. So went to go take him some food down to the trap, and like, he was like tripping, like off the rip, like tripping. So he asked me something. He was like, is there anybody else that you want to deal with or whatever outside of me? So I was like, no. He was like, you sure? Like, you good where you at or whatever? And I was like, yeah, babe, I love you. Like, what you talking about? Bitch. No. He was not hearing it. He was not hearing it at all, girl. Like, he flipped out on me so hard. Like, he took the plate that I had. First of all, he was like, you lying. You lying. You gonna sit here and lie in my face. You gonna sit here and lie in my face. And I'm like, baby, I'm not lying to you. What are you talking about? You know I love you. He was like, no. You sitting up here, you gonna sit here, you just gonna lie in my face. You gonna lie in my face. I'm like, bro, you tripping. Like, bro, I came out here to bring you dinner and like, this how you gonna do me? Or whatever. Like, you tripping over nothing. Girl, he took that plate and threw it. It was funny then, friend, but it's funny as hell now. Girl, he took that plate and he tossed it. Yeah. Up all night, baby, where we gon' slide? Alright, back to the situation. Girl, but like I said, he tossed that plate like he was in the Olympics. And he was still going off about how I lied to him. I'm just like, what are you talking about? So then he was like, I was outside the window while you were talking to Kitty, and I heard everything. And I was like, whoa. Well, babe, I was just saying, if I with you. That ain't what you was saying. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, bitch, how do you back out of this situation? Or whatever. And like, okay, mind you, so it's a bando. For those of you that don't know what a bando is an abandoned house, apartment, whatever you want to utilize, that it's abandoned, but you make use out of it. So it had like a little mattress in there and everything like that. Girl, I just remember, first of all, I remember telling him I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry, you tripping or whatever like that. Cause he was like all in my face. Now, did I think he was gonna hit me in the moment? I was like, no, he's not gonna hit me. Like, but you know, at that point, I'm just pleading my case. Because I'm just worried about like my relationship being in jeopardy. That's what I was thinking about. So I'm like, baby, I'm sorry, you know, it wasn't meant like that. You know, you wasn't supposed to hear that. Cause it wasn't meant like that, you know. I wasn't saying I'm going to screw the guy tomorrow. I was just saying, like, if I wasn't with you, then, you know, hey, I'll be dibbling and dabbling over here. Now, he already didn't like this particular person because this particular person had a trap across the street, like, directly. This, my dude, them trap, this other dude trap, all you gotta do is walk across the street. Like, for real, like, literally, walk across the street. It was directly across the street. So, you know, and he already knew that, you know, me and dude kind of had something going on before him or whatever. So he did not like none of that or whatever. You know, hearing it just triggered him. So, and I'm all like, you know, babe, I'm sorry. I haven't used this in so long. Babe, I'm sorry. You know, when meant like that. Girl, he hit me with the, don't be sorry, bitch, be careful. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then girl, I remember, did he throw me on the bed? I'm pretty sure he threw me on the bed. But I don't even remember how we even got on the bed. But I remember being on the bed and him choking me, like choking the life out of me. And I was just like, I'm gonna die. Like, that's how much, like, that's how hard this man was choking me. I was like, I'm gonna die. This is it. This is how you gonna go. And nobody's gonna find you. Not yet. You're on the west side of the bando. Nobody's looking for you over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I thought I was gonna die. I really did. You know? And so we keeping up so much fuss in the apartment that people are outside, like, all in our business. Because when you in a trap, well, in this particular trap, he didn't have like the wood door shut. He had just the burglar bar door shut and locked, and the wood door was open from when I had came in. So I guess people hearing all this commotion or whatever like that. While one of the people hearing the commotion was Eric. So Eric hears fussing and stuff like that. And I remember being by the door and Trigger seeing dude and being like, you looking at, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, bro? Like, you want some of these? I whoop your type stuff. And Eric was just like, what about? Or whatever. Which I later found out Eric had a little domestic situation himself that he put me in. I'll tell y'all about that in another video. Which is why he didn't bat an eye. Because I was confused. I'm like, he finna kill me over here and you don't care? What? I was very much so confused. But at the same time, I was like, maybe he's just not trying to get in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to think. Sometimes you legit have to mind your own business. Because I have seen people get they butt whooped by their men and you just be like, let me mind my business. Because at the end of the day, the sad truth is a lot of women in domestic violence situations don't want help. They really do not want help. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want you to beat up their boyfriends. They're not gonna leave their boyfriends even if you do beat up their boyfriends. So it'd be like, just mind your business. Because you're gonna put yourself in a situation that you don't even need to be in, trying to help somebody that don't really want to be helped. You know what I'm saying? Now you behind bars all because you was trying to be Captain Save a domestic battered woman. or whatever, and she back with him cleaning his drawers and cooking for him. So that's really how I looked at the situation when it came down to Eric. So I remember like walking back up to the house mad, crying, because I was just like, I cannot believe like this just went down like this. Like, what in the Sam's hell is going on? And I'm looking past y'all because the mirror is behind y'all. How much time we got left? Ooh, girl, we got 8 minutes. Let's wrap this up. So why did I take him back? Yes, I took him back. See? That's why you just mind your business. You don't get in people's stuff. So I took him back or whatever. But when I took him back, it didn't feel right. Like, it did not feel right at all. Like, I felt completely different about him. I didn't feel comfortable sleeping next to him. I didn't look at him the same. That, oh my God, I love him feeling was gone. You know, it just wasn't it for me anymore. Yeah, I just didn't feel the same about him. And I let him come back for like 2 days. He came back for like 2 days or whatever. And by day 2, I was just like, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want you. You know, I think it's best that you leave. Especially because me and his sisters, he had sisters. Me, his sisters, and his mom was, you know, we had like a close relationship. Like, his sisters used to watch my kids and stuff like that when I would go to work at night or whatever, when I would go to the club. You know, they had just fallen in love or whatever with my kids. And so we had, you know, a very good relationship. A little backstory that really has nothing to do with this, but I don't know. It just fits because we're talking about him. Me and his sister's relationship grew because one of his sisters, who was my favorite, I loved her, she had got pregnant and she had a baby, and her baby died of SIDS. And so when I started bringing my kids around, Leah was the first baby that she had even held since she had lost her child the year before. She wouldn't even hold the baby. You know, like, that's how detrimental it was for her. And she just clinged to Leah so much. And the baby that she lost name was Aaliyah. So she had just clinged to Aaliyah so much. Like, she loved her so much. So, you know, we built the bond off of that. And her mom was like, you know, loved it, because she was like, girl, we have not seen my child like be like this, you know. So developed a relationship with his people. So I was like, y'all know he crazy? They was like, you just not figuring it out? I was like, what a warning. Y'all could have told me he was crazy. Which in all actuality, he had actually warned me that he was a little cuckoo. And I kind of ignored it because I was like, you just playing. Because when we decided to be in a relationship or whatever, I remember us plain as day sitting in my car. I had a Buick, an old school Buick, right? And I remember him saying that, you know, we can be in a relationship, that's fine, but understand you're not gonna play with my heart. He was like, cause I'm gonna kick your ass. But I thought it was just like some regular, you know, like just some stuff people say. He meant it. So, after talking to his mama them, and I was like, so this just some regular stuff that you go through with your women? I don't want to be a part of that. I'm very cautious about what my children see in their lives and stuff like that. So I was like, nah, my kids can't grow up around this. Like, you're not even their dad. They didn't even see this with me and their dad. So for me to allow another man to come in our lives and show them this type of behavior, like, I'm not okay with it. So like 2 days later, like, I had a conversation with him and I was like, this is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather us just go our separate ways. Who? He was like, where you going? You're not going anywhere. Like, we're together. And I'm just like, no, bro, we're not gonna do this. So I remember being like, I tell you what, you know, I'm gonna let you pack all your stuff while I leave. Because when I break up with men, I don't like to see them pack up their stuff and stuff like that, because for me it's just emotionally overwhelming or whatever. So I was just like, you know, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna let you, you know, pack all your stuff and everything like that. And you know, by the time I get back, I would appreciate if you're gone. And so he did not take that well at all. I remember him coming outside to the car. At this point, me, Kitty boyfriend, and Aaliyah was in the car. That's the only child I had with me at the time. So Aaliyah was in the car. And Aaliyah was a baby. Like, Aaliyah wasn't even actually she may have been like walking. Yeah, she was walking. She was on a little, you know, the little 1-year-old walk type of situation. So I don't even gotta flat iron my hair. Thank you, Jesus. So yeah, like, and he came to my window. I remember like we was getting ready to pull off. Girl, he came outside to my window and I was in the back seat. And my window was down. Girl, you should have seen the sense of urgency I had trying to roll up that window. It just was not fast enough. Girl, he reached his hand in that back window and he was like, ooh, ooh, right in my face. Like, I was like, now you really have to go, you idiot. Like, this is not gonna make me want to be with you, you dumb. This is why we're breaking up. You're stupid. Like, I just really did not understand it at all. Like, and like I told him, I was like, and if you're back, when I get back, APD will be here to arrest you, and you have warrants, you stupid. Like, and he had warrants, girl. Boo was a felon. Boo was a felon. Like, and he had a warrant after his arrest. And I was like, and they're gonna be here to pick your black behind up, because if you're here when I get back, what's wrong with you? So yeah, I'm like, APD gonna be here to get you. Like, and then for me, I'm usually the type of girl, like, I don't mind fighting. Like, at the time I was younger, I didn't care about fighting no guys, but I had my daughter, you know what I'm saying, which I'm glad I did, because the girl, that probably would have went completely left. Like, that man probably would have really like beat me, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm telling him like he gotta be gone or whatever. Girl, that was it the same day or like the next day? It was sometime within that same week. Why was he at my job? So in order for you to get to my job, I don't know if you from Atlanta, it used to be a club called Deja Vu on Simpson Road. The very first Deja Vu, not the one that's on Campbellton, but the one that's on Simpson. So you had to go down behind the liquor store. So the strip club, the club is connected to a liquor store, but it's in the back of the liquor store, and you have to walk down like a slope. I'm walking down the slope and I see him standing by security, and he like, let me talk to you for a second. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. And he's like, man, you know what I'm saying, just hear me out, talk to me for a second, and then, you know, I just let you go on about your day. So I'm like, wait, man, I'm sorry, you know, take me back. I'm sorry, you know, take me back, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, like, so I'm like, no, I'm not taking you back. Like, are you stupid? Like, no. Girl, he embarrassed me in front of everybody. And Deja, we used to have a line of people trying to get in. It wasn't like, oh, let me just check your pocket because you can go ahead. Like, no, it was always a line of people trying to get in. That club used to get so packed. Girl, he is like, I'm sorry. Girl, he actually got down on bended knees. Legit, 2 knees in front of everybody in line, crying, tears, crying. Baby, I'm sorry, just take me back. I ain't gonna never do nothing to you like that again. Baby, I love you. And I'm just like, get up. Get up, get up now. You embarrassing me. Get up. He like, I ain't gonna get up till you tell me you're gonna take me back. And I'm like, get up now, Trigger. Stop it. This is not okay. You got all these people looking at us. Get up. Well, baby, just da-da-da-da. Girl, I pulled away from him and I went in the club because I was like, no. And he got banned from the club because I had told my owner of the club like what had happened. And so this particular club was really good on like protecting us in a way when it came down to like our boyfriends and any situations that we would get into or whatever. So they wasn't gonna let him in. And girl, I go in the club. I go in the club. I done got me a little drink and everything like that. I'm walking around the club. I got random people like, baby, please take me back. And I'm just like, none of y'all are funny. None of y'all are funny. I don't find any of the situation funny. Like, girl, everybody got a kick out of that. Needless to say, I never went back to him. I never went back. I did not want to be one of those women who stay in that type of relationship, because I stand firm on they don't get better. A man can tell you he's sorry 1,000,005 times. It means absolutely nothing. It's only to test your weakness. And I'm not weak. I'm not weak. Even more so, I have children that deserve to see their mother in a loving relationship, and domestic violence is not a loving relationship, nor do I want my children to think that being in toxic situations and relationships is good for them. I have 4 daughters, so, and I didn't see that with my mother. I didn't see that with my aunt. I don't see it with my older cousins, my grandmother, great-grandmother. We don't. That's one thing I can say about my family. We stand firm on things like that, and we don't deal with toxicity. How do you say it? Anyway, we don't deal with that type of stuff. So I grew up not seeing that, which made me grow up to be that strong woman that was like, I'm not gonna deal with that. I don't even know. My family don't deal with that. So why would I deal with that? Why would I break? What's up? So yeah, like, I didn't grow up seeing that. So I was like, my children are not gonna grow up seeing that. Like, we just not gonna do that. And I just never saw him again. I never talked to him again. I don't want to talk to him again. I'm just good on it. But I learned a lot about myself within that situation. Because you know how people be like, you never know what you would do unless you're in that situation. I'll leave. It's not know what I'll do if I'm in that situation. I'll leave. Now, what I can say is that I had my own. I wasn't depending on him for anything. And I feel like that's where a lot of women go wrong at. Because they, like, you're dependent. You're staying in his house. You know, like, he has the last say so. He's making more money than you and da-da-da. Remind y'all, I said he came in this relationship with nothing. So me getting rid of him, I wasn't missing out on anything but a warm body in my bed at night. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even hard to find, because if you leave, I can just put somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my kids aren't here, like, put somebody else in the bed or whatever to make up for that loneliness. But girl, that's my story about how I thought I was gonna die in the trap. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in another video. I gotta go. Girl, it's 10:05. We 5 minutes past. See you later. If you want to know, okay, here's the thing. If you want to hear the next story about the little domestic violence situation, then let me know down in the comment section below. And then, have you ever been in a domestic violence relationship? Did you leave? Did you stay? Are you still in it? Did you grow up seeing your parents deal with this type of stuff? And in this situation, well, in all my videos, comment section is always no judgment zone, and your things will be deleted, because I like for my people, my friends and my cousins, because that's what I call y'all for those that are new here. I like for my friends and my cousins to be able to come here and say what they want to say and feel how they want to feel without being judged. We don't deal with that at all, like, at all. So yeah, let me know your past situations down below, and let's just, you know, chit chat about them. Thank y'all guys so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, please thumbs up so that YouTube knows that you guys like my type of content, and it pushes it out to other people that like content like this. So yeah, see y'all later. Love y'all.